Hello, my lovely children. How are you all? I hope all are healthy and fine at your home. Children, I am Arshia and I am explaining you chapter number 5 of Geography Agriculture. So, children, in this video, we will study about the factors affecting crop cultivation and types of agriculture. So, my dear children, please watch the full video and try to understand each and everything. So, children, I am going to explain you factors affecting agriculture. Children, agriculture is influenced by physical factor and socio-economic factors. So, the physical factors which influence agriculture in any region are climate, landforms, and soil. Very first factor in the physical factors is climate, children. All forms of agriculture largely depend on temperature and rainfall. Okay? Areas which do not receive sufficient heat do not support good plant and are not suitable for agriculture. Good agriculture therefore requires a good long summer, and in the warm temperate regions agriculture can be practiced throughout the year, means a full year. And in the higher latitudes winter temperature is very low for the crops to grow. Okay, children? So, the crops such as rice and jute require a lot of moisture and grow in areas where there is heavy rainfall. Okay? Wheat and millets grow in drier areas. So, children, are you getting what I am telling to you? Children, the second factor under the physical factors is landforms. Crop cultivation is greatly influenced by landforms. Plains and lowland areas with fertile soils are more suitable for cultivation of crops. Use of agricultural machines are easier on the plains. The higher density of population provides cheap labor as well as market for the crops. Children, hilly areas support limited agriculture due to thin and rocky soil and soil erosion, difficulty of using machines and less population. Hence, they are not ideal for growing crops. But certain crops like fruits, for example apples and apricots, grow better in the mountainous areas, and tea and coffee are grown on well-drained hill slopes. Third factor of physical factors is soil. Fertility of soil is of utmost importance for growing crops. The type of soil also determines the variety of crops. That is why cotton grows in black soil of Maharashtra, while rice and wheat grow in the alluvial soil of the Satluj Gangaputra plains. Now, children, we study the socio-economic factors of agriculture. Factors influencing cultivation of crops are market, means of transport, availability of labor, availability of capital, and loans for farmers. Children, government support system and land policy also affect agriculture. Scientific and technological developments like use of better seeds, irrigation facilities, fertilizers, and farm machineries greatly influence agriculture. So, children, these are the factors affecting agriculture. I hope you may understand. Different types of farming, or we just say that different types of agriculture. Everywhere on the Earth's surface, excepting polar regions and arid deserts, agriculture is a part of man's economic life. Different types of agriculture products are grown in different regions. The methods of producing them also differ. Climate, soil, and landforms are different throughout the earth. Similarly, the level of cultural development and technological advancement also differ. As such, different types of farming are found throughout the world. So, children, agriculture may be classified in various ways. On the basis of availability of land, agriculture may be of two main types: extensive and intensive. Extensive agriculture is a system of agriculture in which the amounts of labor and capital employed are small compared to the other areas. It is usually practiced in less populated areas where agricultural land is abundant with respect to the demand for food. The farms are very large. The land is usually cultivated once in a year. Most farms operations are mechanized to compensate for the small number of people employed, means less labor is required here. Intensive farming is aimed at producing as much food as possible using a little land or as little money as possible. It's just opposite of extensive farming. In this type of farming, the farmer cultivates a small plot of land with simple tools, but the cultivation is intensive. Every bit of land is utilized for agriculture and a large number of manual labor is used. More than one crop is grown annually on the same plot because there is a longer period of sunshine and the soil is more fertile, children. Second is intensive farming. Intensive farming is aimed at producing as much food as possible using as little land or as a little money as possible. Children, in this type of farming, the farmers cultivate a small plot of land with simple tools, but the cultivation is intensive. Every bit of land is utilized for agriculture and a large number of manual labor is used. More than one crop is grown annually, means a full year, on the same plot because there is a longer period of sunshine and the soil is more fertile. Farmers use irrigation, water for their fields, high yielding variety of seeds, natural manures, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides to increase the productivity of their crops. Children, based on the objectives of cultivation, agriculture is mainly of two types: subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. Subsistence agriculture, children, in that a farmer lives on a small plot of land and produce enough food crops to feed his or her household. The goal of subsistence agriculture is to produce enough food to meet the needs of the farmer's family. Okay, so in this type of farming, simple machines are used with natural manure such as animal waste and some chemical fertilizers. Labor is from within the family and the output is very low. Most of these farmers are poor. If there is surplus production, it is sold locally to other families or individuals. This type of farming is mostly found in the tropical lowlands. Children, subsistence agriculture includes some systems of farming that are not sedentary, means the motionless, inactive. Okay, in such systems, farming activities are not carried out permanently at the same site. Okay, so children, these systems of farming are shifting agriculture and nomadic herding. Children, shifting cultivation, the most primitive method, means the old method of agriculture, is shifting cultivation. The tribals living in hot and wet tropical forest, especially in the rainforest, practice this type of farming. A patch of land, means a piece of land, is cleared in the forest by cutting trees and plants and burning them. Food crops are planted in the plot. This type of agriculture is therefore also called slash and burn cultivation. Children, please keep it in mind, it is very important, means this type of agriculture also called as a slash and burn cultivation. So the ash produce provides fertility to the soil, and same patch of land is cultivated continuously for 2 or 3 years. Children, cultivation is done with very primitive tools, means old tools such as digging sticks and hoes. Children, mostly tubers such as potatoes, tapioca, cassava, yams are grown along with some crops such as maize, millets, beans and bananas. The fertility of the soil is gradually decreased due to continuous cultivation. The people then abandon that plot and clear a new patch in the forest for cultivation. Shifting cultivation is known by different names in different areas of the world. They are known as ladang in Malaysia, milba in Mexico, roca in Brazil, and zoom in northeastern India. Now children, we will study the nomadic herding under the subsistence agriculture. So children, in that, now children, we will study the nomadic herding. This is the second system of subsistence agriculture. So it is an extensive form of animal grazing on natural pastures. Children, this is practiced in the arid and semi-arid regions, for example Sahara, Central Asia and India. In India, children, such as Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. Children, in this type of farming, herdsmen move one place to the another with their animals in search of food and water. They move along certain fixed routes due to climatic factors and types of terrain. Children, depending upon the climate and natural vegetation of the place, these herdsmen rear animals such as sheep, camels, yaks and goats, which provide milk, meat, wool, hides and other products for their family use. Children, on the basis of objective of cultivation, the second type is commercial agriculture. So, in commercial agriculture, crops are grown mainly for sale objective. Okay, generally farmers specialize in growing a single type of crop, and farming is highly organized. Okay, some important types of commercial agriculture are commercial green farming, plantation agriculture, dairy farming and ranching. Children, first type of commercial agriculture is commercial grain farming. So, is usually carried out on large and scientifically managed farms in areas of low population density. Okay, machines are used in most farms operations like sowing, threshing and harvesting. So, just a few people can manage a large farm. Okay, so extensive agriculture is practiced. Usually cereals are grown. Sometimes crop cultivation and animal husbandry are practiced on the same farm. So this is also known as mixed farming. Some farmers grow fruits, flowers and vegetables to cater to urban markets, and this is known as market gardening. Second type, plantation agriculture. So children, in that crops such as tea, coffee, oil palm and rubber are grown on large estates called plantations. Okay. This type of agriculture involves huge amounts of labor and capital. The produce may be processed on the plantation itself or in the nearby factories. There is a well-developed transport system connecting the states to the ports, okay? And the crop is processed before being sent to the markets for sale. The entire plantation is systematically and scientifically managed like a factory. Children, third type of commercial agriculture is ranching. So in that, the raising of animals primarily for sale on large farms is known as ranging. Okay children, the range or a farm is scientifically managed. It consists of pasture land and building to house people and animals. And the children, the fourth commercial agricultural type is dairy farming. So children, in that the commercial raising of milch animals. Children, milch animals means animals that give milk is known as dairy farming. This type of farming is usually intensive and highly specialized. The main products include milk, butter and cheese.